Modern art, got your halo on, crooked your story in parts. Let's talk about the queen of fake fresh starts. She preaches love, but she texting the snakes, turning every good deed into what she can take. Protecting predators, not protecting her kin, but she'll prey on live like it's covering sin. She'll cry on command, she's a fraud with a plan, uses Christ for control like a PR brand. Got her mind thinking they special, it's tragic, but she talk mad trash, poof, friendship magic. Hey, new mods, y'all better check receipts. Old mods got stories that'll knock you off your seats.
What's up?
Says she blessed, nah, she just a leech and fleece. Money talks and Beth gon' listen. Family, friends, all go missing. If it don't serve her brand or views, she'll ghost you faster than a PayPal dispute. Fake tears flowing, script so rehearsed. Victim of the year, what a well-timed curse. She'll prey on a stream. Jesus loves my grind, but Jesus said, girl, stop manipulating minds. She's selling grace, but she taxing faith. Got her followers fooled like it's chick-fil fake. God told me this, not your ego did. A wolf in a onesie, hiding her bids. Rat in sheep's clothing, don't pet that fur. She'll bite then preach.
What's up, everybody?
Screaming amen while she count that cash. Beth, baby, your halo's all rash.
What's up, Charlie?
Fake holy, fake kind, fake broke, fake sweet. You ain't fooling nobody on these TikTok streets. This on the book of Beth, baby. Next time you quote a verse, quote the truth. Don't talk about salvation when you're out here selling souls. Bye-bye, the flock woke up, and they ain't following you no more.
Thanks for the heart meets, guy. Thanks, guys.
Rat in sheep's clothing, praise on repeat. Playing holy, but she's scamming in the backseat. Cutting ties, causing cries, then she posts the piece. Says she blessed, nah, she just a leech and fleece.
So what's up, guys? How are we doing? How are we doing this beautiful Thursday evening? Welcome to the night's evening, to tonight's episode. See, I gotta work harder at it. How am I supposed to do this and be natural? You know? How do I do it? I was in there today trying to do some filming. And now I watch it back and be like, you sound so stupid. You sound so stupid, Jed. One day closer to the birthday. I know, it just tells me one day closer, getting older, adding more wrinkles to the face, having to get more creams and silicone patches to try to heal up the aging process. I don't age like fine wine, guys. I'm still a baby. 39, that's still a baby? You think? Last night I went to bed, my hips was hurting. You look young for your age. I don't look 30. I don't look like I'm about to be 39. Look, I would probably do it, but I don't like the... Ooh, no. Scared. Well, y'all say what you want. My back and my hips and my knees and my arthritis in my hands tell me different. So, if this is still a youngin', I'm afraid what getting older will be. You're only 7 years older than my daughter. Shut up. Wait till 57. Nah, I'm good. It gets better with age. Yeah, I need to buy all those like heating pads and massager things comes across my stuff because they know I got a bad back and all that. If it's only as old as you feel, then that's not good. If it's only as old as I think, like brain-wise, I still feel like I'm in my 20s. And I'm almost 40. I do some shady stuff with Ted's therapy. What are you doing in here, Nikki? You ignored our phone call? Wahala. Wahala. You know what that means? Leave my life. I don't care. I don't care. Anyways. Did everybody see? I'll be who I want to be tonight. Did everybody see? The Ashley Chauvin has the same damn chair and hot tub as Caroline. Did y'all see that? That's creepy. That's creepy, y'all. That is creepy. Nikki, don't talk to me about a space heater. You already bought it. Isn't that weird? I said, what the fuck? Hey, you go to Mississippi. You show up at that woman's place, that woman's mother-in-law's place of work, and take video footage of cabanas. Now you trying to be her. What type of, it puts the lotion on its skin type of shit is that? She ended up, the chair is 100%. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, she'll show it sometimes when she, out there doing that. Is that why she hide? No, she hiding because she knows what she's done is wrong, and everything is catching up with you. Everything is catching up with you. Is there a song that talks about how you was an asshole who kept committing, allegedly, crimes, and then all of a sudden your karma come and started biting you? What's that called? It's not singing bingo yet. Well, I was trying to do singing bingo, though. Karma Chameleon. I got a glitter called Karmic Chameleon. Guys, my glitter is 40% off. If you would like any glitter, if you do crafting, if you have friends who do crafting, these would be great presents or great glitters for your crafting. Once I can get rid of these, I can turn it into a studio. Lawn furniture. That's what I need to do. I'm gonna put my glitter on and make it for a charity. But I'm gonna name the charity, I don't know, I'll put it on my wish list. Alright, I'll let her know. I went and had lunch with Becca today. She was awesome. We had a great time. Yeah, Jen's podcast fun. Jen's bill fun. But they have some nice gaming stuff. Who? Oh, ha! Right. What's up tonight? We was talking about how Chauvin was doing some creepy little stuff I mean, that's just my opinion. And y'all called on too that she has the same patio equipment as, or what, patio furniture as Mississippi Queen. And that's creepy. Like, that's not flattering when you have somebody who already, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not flattering. She's like, you know what? I want to be just like her. I know I'm from Louisiana, but I wish I was Mississippi, and I wish I was Mississippi Queen. Like, right? The shit, ouch, right? I would want a restraining order against the woman too. That is some weird stuff. I mean, you put it on public, you put it out on public social forums, and then what? You're supposed to be like, well, why are you telling everybody my business? Well, why are you looking at my stuff? Well, you put it on a public forum. You actively say you actively say you despise this woman, and then you go out and you decide to redo your patio after they redo their patio, and you get the same furniture, the same blow up little hot tub, the same Papa San wicker. Like, come on, that's weird. Then you went to that. Like, then I go back to her placing what her little pew pew, whatever, she insinuated that it was a pew pew. Okay, everybody knows that I've talked to, right? When she pulled that out, sat it on her car, talking about how she was going to Mississippi, how she went to that woman's mother-in-law's place of employment and started posting videos about cabanas, and then say, yeah, that's the point. Crazy. Thank you for your order. So that's what we was talking about. We ain't been on long. Yeah, thank you. I just said thank you for your order. But you know, I just, we do know that there is a court case coming up for that. So, I will say this. I know that there are people that live near the area and know when the court case is. Guys, don't show up and make it where it looks like it's some sort of drama. Don't show up. Just let it be. Let things play out the way that the court systems are supposed to. Don't show up. Don't try to create any unnecessary things. Yeah, do not go to that court case. This is not some meet and greet, going and hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it be. We do not want to be those types of people. Let it be. This woman really has to, I feel like I gotta sneeze again. This weather has got me just... Bless me. Mississippi Queen already got a fear for her life, for her children, for her safety. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's already had this woman make threats towards her. She's already gone to her home, to her hometown. Let it be. Don't make it, you know what I mean? Like, let this woman go and get the things that she needs to protect her and her family. And we already know, we already see that this Chauvin, in our opinion, is deranged and does despicable types of things, in my opinion. And we don't want it to be any worse. I did, Becca, thank you. Yeah, I'll look in that. Who is that? Nicole, if you send me an email, I will look into that. And her followers think what she did is okay. Right, like, at this point, we know she's not going to take accountability for anything that she's done. We know that everything is going to be turned and twisted around into being someone else's fault. It's never going to be her fault. We are always going to be the bad guys. Everyone else is always going to be the reason that she is able to get away with saying and doing the disgusting things that she says and does. I think that she's finally being held accountable for some things, which is great. You know, she is now court ordered to have to pay Nancy back the $10,000 that Nancy loaned to her. So that is something, you know, worked out. Nancy had to work for it, you know. That's what I tell you guys. If you get scammed, even if you feel like it is a small amount or someone's not going to care about the amount that you lost or anything, it's more of a making people be held accountable for their actions, or they'll continuously do these small things because they know that it's a lot of work. And so most people don't want to put that work in. It's stressful, it's a lot. But if you stick to it, that is what gets these people to stop doing, because they will be held accountable. You know, Nancy going and doing her thing, I believe that Chauvin just thought that if she didn't answer that serving, that it would, you know, delay the court case. I don't think that she realized if she didn't answer that this would be a default judgment and she would be ordered to pay it. So, beautiful, beautiful job. Unfortunately, it took her forever to get her served. Ashley has learned manipulative ways around being served. And so, you know, she'll hide out in the back, or she'll, you know, and then she'll say, "Oh, they're not trying to serve me. They're lying to you." I mean, we have these things are on court record. These are on, you know, the things that we tell you aren't just hearsay. These are court record. These are public records. You can look these up and see she has a case coming up against her for a restraining order. She has a misdemeanor case for criminal cyberstalking against her in North Carolina. She has a domestic violence order of protection against her out of West Virginia. She's had multiple restraining orders that she's tried to place on multiple creators and people throughout these few years that they've been trying to call her out. So, you know, in her mind, she has learned this art, this dance of getting around because people don't push. Nancy pushed. Nancy had to pay over and over and over again for the serving companies to serve her because that's who she is, you know. She's in my opinion, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say what my opinion is on that part. I'm just going to leave it be. But y'all know where that was going. But yeah, this time she doesn't get to take it. And she think, and I know people are like, well, Nancy's not going to be able to get that money. She's not going to see that money. The great thing about this order is she can garnish wages. She can garnish Ashley's wages, her income from her place of employment. She can place liens. Oh yes, she can have the wages garnished. Absolutely, it's already been court ordered. So she can do her thing, do a run around and quit her job or whatever. But then it's still going to go onto the property. It's community property. Then it would be liens against the property. She doesn't get to get away. You don't get away with this one. There's finally, you have to pay for it. You took the money. Now she gets the money back, plus her court cost and other fees. Beautiful. So that's why I say, y'all watched this play out. There's been many of you who has been here from the very beginning. And you watched when Nancy was still a part of that circle. And you watched as she slowly got out. And the steps that she had to take to get this money back with proof that it was loans. This is with proof. This isn't hearsay. This is in writing. Can I get a loan from you? I promise to pay you back. And she had to go through that amount just to finally get it. But because she stuck it out, because she was persistent, she gets her money back. Maybe not in a lump sum, but that's okay. She can take it from her paycheck. She can take it from the property. It's okay. She gets her money back. And that's what matters. When is it happening? It's already started. It's already been court ordered. All of that's already in the process. Oh no, none of that matters. It's already been. It's already all that's taken care of. Yeah, they garnish the pay, tax returns, any of that. I think it's what's it called? Disposable income. So that's she can get. I believe, and I could be could be wrong. 25% of disposable income. So disposable income is after federal and state taxes have been paid. That's disposable income. So it's not like after you pay your mortgage, after you pay this, that, and the other. It's after you pay state, federal taxes. That's your disposable income. So whatever that paycheck is, 25% typically, I think Nancy said 25% of that paycheck after federal and state taxes are taken out will then be sent to Nancy. Until the amount is covered for the $10,000 loan that was paid and the court cost, and I don't know if she got any other fees or whatever, but typically a court cost. So she won't get a tax refund. I don't know. I don't think that she. I don't know how it works on tax income. Probably. Based off of sending it to the taxes after. Whatever refund would come back, whatever would cover. If not, then it would still just get garnished, I believe. I don't know how it bases off of it if it's garnishing wages. I don't know if that, Oh, you're welcome, Corinne. Yeah, more than likely no tax refund, but you can't hold me on that because I don't know. I know that the paycheck, she is able to garnish the wages out of her paycheck. Whoop-de-doo! Whoop-de-fucking-doo! Isn't that what you said, Ashley? You cry because you ain't got the money to give out. Whoop-de-doo! Did you cry? I don't have the money to pay her back. You paying her back? You do out of that paycheck, baby. That makes me so happy. Sometimes you don't get what you like, absolutely what they deserve, but they still get something and you get to watch it. I don't have the money. I just got a new patio. It's all remodeled, but I have no money. We do VIP vacations. I only spit when I smoke. And scene. How does it feel? How does it feel being back? How does it fucking feel? It feels great to me being back. I needed it. I needed to come back. I need a Scorpio season to hit. That's what I needed. How you gonna play like you gonna play my song and then stop? Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm pretty and I'm petty as fuck. I'm pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Hosting ain't ready enough. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. When I walk a bitch down, it be sexy as fuck. Name 5 beer songs gon' point it to your head. Bow, I'm bad. The melatonin flow putting us so bad. I'm doing you a favor if it run me my bread. Pop shit about that's only thing that I do.
I read they can take the tax-free song that is deposited. She gotta pay Nancy back her 10K. Get that money back. Where you at, showman? Ooh. What happened?
Let's have a little tea party. Why you got kicked out of that condo? Why you be online and be live though? Why you always at Kitty house? I heard it come that little kitty out.
Oh, ain't it nice? Ain't it nice when Karma come back and just snatch your ass? Right? Yeah, she won't be paying her back because it coming right out the paycheck, baby. Go work for Nancy. Nancy your boss, bitch. That's your boss now. How's that feel? How's that feel, Nancy? You a CEO, baby. How's that feel? Right? Let her fly some first class. How's it feel? My boss was hard on me. She was mean to me. Cause you built like your dad. I don't know which one, but you built like one of them. Thank you for your order. Clap. Standing ovation. You just ain't beat me. You just didn't beat me. Woo! Won't you get out of here? We ain't having a good time. I'm just kidding. Yes, we is. I'm just kidding. Thank you for your order, Lisa. They do need to enforce that DVPO. What the amount of times she broke it? I'm like, the hell? It's crazy. Crazy. But you know, we just gotta do.
What are you screaming about?
I was screaming?
It sounded like you were screaming.
I wasn't screaming. What did Nikki say?
She's not coming over.
She loser.
She said she see you alive. I will. I gotta beat all these people.
Okay. Beat all those people. She's playing Fortnite. She playing the Fortnite. So anyways, was I yelling? Did I yell? Was I getting too rowdy? No, I have not got her served. Mr. Frankie. I think he's in there with his mama. I was hyped. I was chilling. I was chilling, man. What's the day? It's Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. Yeah, it was a good yell, baby. It's a good yell. Wasn't a bad one. I didn't think it was a bad one. I was like, I ain't that rowdy. But anyways, it's just a bartender. That's right. I didn't realize I was rowdy. I was just clapping. Being pretty and petty as fuck. Lost 100 viewers. Hell yeah. I saw last night I put her on. I think she had like, what, 68? The same amount of families she did not help. And then she's like, I like it when we have a small amount of people because I can get you guys. When I get you in a small circle, I can make you feel bad for me. And I'm going to say, hey, you saved my life. You're my best friend. Please don't leave me like everyone else does. I'm not the problem. They are. They hurt me. Poor me. Who else does that sound like? Boom. That's because she paid for her viewers. You can't tell me she don't pay for her viewers, bro. And then, what she did that whole Angie Koo thing last night. She's been my best kept secret. How many secrets you got? How many best kept secrets you got? How many times it's gonna be the best day, best night? I'm the best. I'm the best. Like, I haven't even seen one thing that she was ever good at. What was she good at? Lying? She ain't even good at that. Right, but she ain't even good at that. Her finest hour, that's what it is. That's what it is, right there. This is gonna be my finest hour. Come on. Come on, thank you for your order. She can't open the damn... No. That's what I'm saying. She still ain't sent you your money back. Has anybody else got a refund from Susie? No orders, no crazy orders today. I had 2 of them that came in yesterday, but none today. I was doing a... Well, I'll just be quiet. Nope. Have y'all reached out to her and asked for a refund as well? I know a few of y'all have. It's like she getting her little social security or something, and then that's when she's sending a couple people refunds here and there because she knows she fucked up. Right, having a side piece, that's nasty, bro. That it shows you what type of person she is. She's just gross. Her personality looks the same way. Stop, Jen. You ain't got to say the mean things. I'm going to send a request to PayPal. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. They listen and support her. That's what I'm saying. Like, it amazes me. I mean, obviously, like, some of the people I think honestly just have the same type of personality as Ashley Chauvin. Like, and of course, it's my opinion. I don't know these people, but like, Candace Ramiro and Lee, Heg. I believe that they feed off of it. It's something that they enjoy. They know that she is a shitty person. They know the things that she does to people. They help her to harass and bully these people. It gives them a rush. So I believe that a lot of them are just like her and they enjoy it. They know exactly who she is and what she does, and they're fine with it. I think some other ones are just basically drawn in because she used to have some charisma. I don't even think she's got charisma anymore. I mean, she has literally just floundered into the slobbiest slob I've seen. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing funny anymore. The only time that there's any entertainment out of her is when she's acting a fool, which doesn't do her any good. It makes her look like a complete imbecile, but it does give her the ratings that she's looking for. But yeah, it's a desperate attempt for attention. That's what people who have narcissistic tendencies typically do. They strive to have that attention, whether it's positive attention or negative attention. It doesn't matter. It's attention. But yeah, they fit Corey, Gwen, all of them to fall into those. They're watching what she's doing, and they have no problem. Pumpkin or poppin'? Huh? What I mean? She has a glass breaking box now. What's that? What's a glass breaking box? Karaoke. Well, enjoy your karaoke. Oh, she has a rage room? She need it, boy. What's she build it out of? A quilt? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Why would she build a rage room? Jen went to a rage room and she's like, I need rage room too. Me mad. Me want one too. Queen got couch on patio. Me mad. Me want one too. Not fair. She got hot tub. Me need hot tub. Like, have your own personality. Why do you mirror people? Do you even know what you like to do? Do you enjoy anything in life? What puts a smile on your face besides being a douche to people? Right? Pure mimic. Oh, I'd be just like you. I'm mad. I want it too. Like, what the hell? Me got big house. They so cheap because they don't like me. Like, your family don't really like you, do they? Do they? What was it? I was about to say, what does that comment, what do those emojis even mean? Yeah, you pay for it. And then when I get caught out, you're just jealous. You're jealous that I learned how to scam a community. You're jealous that I learned how to manipulate people. I can't believe that people don't see me as the victim when 45 to 70 people have left. Sheesh. Why are we talking like Tarzan? I was talking like Ashley Chauvin when she's throwing her temper tantrum. Me mad. Me upset. Only good happened. You know what I mean? Yeah, at least middle schoolers have some decent comebacks, though. And when every time when someone leaves you, you can't be like, and you know what the best thing that ever happened to me is? Them leaving my life. They can't be the best thing that ever happened to you when they there. And then the best thing that ever happened to you when they left. Like, that don't even make no sense. That's a like telling you, the season got me even with the dry call. I thought that was your caveman voice. I mean, I guess she is kind of caveman-like.
You talking about me?
Yeah. I was talking about how we went to a rage room, and now Ashley Chauvin went and built herself a rage room. I said, me mad, me jealous. She no go to rage room without me. So, you know, they thought that was my caveman voice.
Oh, same difference.
Same difference.
Session.
I didn't know how to feel. That's what I'm saying. Her stories change every time you turn around. They're always different.
Because that's what they are. Stories.
They're stories.
Is this empty?
I just watched all of it on your page. Oh, yeah. There's so much more. If you go to Mississippi Queen's page, and that's KWEEN, you go to her page, she has a playlist. It goes a lot deeper. You go to YouTube, type her name in, it goes a lot deeper. I've only been covering it for the past, like, maybe year now.
Exposing Gretna one has a lot of her recent stuff, too.
Yeah, Exposing Gretna, Adventures of Luzarella. She's been calm lately because she got a court case coming up and she knows she probably gonna lose that court case, so she gotta be on her best behavior.
Which is still not great.
So she might be a good little girl and stay in order. You stay in a straight line now, you hear? You sit down and shut up, you hear? You know, you just tell her to do that and there's really not much she can do but sit down and shut up. Good girl. You know, that's how you got, you know, when you're trying to, like, teach your 4-year-old manners and you're like, no, you good girl. You sit down, you sit down, you be quiet now, okay? Good girl. That's what stage she's in right now. She's not going to say anything or show her combative self because she knows if people see the real Ashley Chauvin, then this court case is probably going to go fully on you know whose side. We talked about boss's dogs that way. Yeah, Frankie got a Mickey Mouse voice. Nilla, I don't really have a voice for Nilla. What's your voice for her?
I don't have one.
Right?
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. But we're getting a new puppy and I can't wait. We're gonna see what her voice is. My Rhonda Civic. Who is that court case with? The one coming up is Mississippi Queen. Caroline. I can't do it the way she did it. Last week she was like, I will quit all alone if someone sends me that dog. Ha! You want that dog, bitch? Just wait. She always made that bet. Look, you can prove her wrong on everything. She still owes $1,000 to Bella Bowman's foundation when Jessica Martinez proved her wrong. She has made bets with me. You can't make a bet with her or an agreement and expect that agreement to go through. That's why, that's why I didn't want to do an agreement with her when I went to court with her. Because that's what she tries to do. She tries to do an agreement with you, and then she never does what she's supposed to do. And then you have to go back, pay more money, go back to court. So if you go into court with Ashley Chauvin, don't settle with that bitch. Don't settle with her. You got to make that thing where it's beneficial to only me to settle with her. Because she is going to instantly... I mean, look at what she did with a DVPO. Nancy got a DVPO against her, domestic violence order of protection, because Ashley Chauvin threatened Nancy's life in a very detailed manner. So the courts found that it was urgent enough to put a domestic violence order of protection against her. Within 5-6 hours of leaving court, which, she just did a Zoom thing, but after being told you have a DVPO against you, Ashley Chauvin went live, played the Dixie Chicks Earl song, and then got to the part and said, I got a few that this goes out to. There's only one that has a DVPO. It says, this is my favorite part. And Earl walks right through the restraining order and puts her in intensive care. Winks, not looking at the camera the whole time. What up, Liz? But when that part comes on, that's what she says. 6 hours, 5-6 hours after this court hearing where she gets it and then replays it. She has done nothing. She's had someone reach out. One of Ashley Chauvin's top buddies, was it Lee, reached out. I don't remember, was it Lee? Reached out to Nancy and asked her to drop the domestic violence order of protection against Ashley Chauvin so Ashley Chauvin could go out and get a pew-pew. So that's third-party contact. That's breaking the restraining order, the domestic violence order of protection. She has said this woman's name, I don't know, every time she's went live. Every time she's went live. She went from saying that Nancy was the sweetest person who would do anything and everything for anybody, which the ones who's met her knows the real Nancy and she would, to now that Nancy was this possessive, angry, bitter, controlling woman who used her money to dangle in front of her, but then turns around 5 seconds later and says, I never had any feelings for her. Abusive. Yeah, abusive. Now, this is the same woman, Nancy, is the same woman that loaned her $10,000, that gave gifts worth over $20,000, that paid for tuition for Ashley Chauvin's child's school, that paid for a bunk bed for Ashley Chauvin's child's room, that paid for Christmas and birthday presents for all of them, including her child, that took Ashley Chauvin and her child on a vacation and to a concert and flew them on a plane to get there and paid for all the Airbnbs. This crazy, controlling, abusive woman. No, what Ashley Chauvin did, in my opinion, is romance fraud. And she made Nancy believe that was the person that she wanted to marry. She told her she wanted to marry her. She made her fall in love with her. She made her believe that she was a different person. And all while she was using her to financially gain, and then she was not planning to give the money back. Luckily, Nancy was smart enough to get the $10,000 that was done in a loan. But Nancy's not vindictive and retaliatory in a way that she even tried to go back to get the $20,000 to $25,000 in gifts that she gave Ashley Chauvin and Ashley Chauvin's child. Because that's not the type of person Nancy is. She saw that as gifts. And she did that out of the kindness of her heart. She's only asking for the $10,000 back that was supposed to be a loan. But this person that's so possessive, so controlling, lives multiple states away, was controlling you, the person that's married, at home with a child? You're the one being controlled? Same woman who's had multiple affairs on her wife that she supposedly loves so much. Just 7 months ago, 9 months ago, Ashley Chauvin's wife wasn't in Ashley Chauvin's top 3 of people she trusted. Back then, it was Mildred. It was her fake mom, Tammy. Who was the third one? I don't remember who the third one was. There was a third one at that time. But her wife wasn't even in the top 3. Shanae. Her wife wasn't even in the top 3. Neither was her child. It was 3 people that's not even in her life anymore. Those 3 people who wasn't even in her life anymore, they came before her wife and her child. I don't know if Shanae is or not. I have no idea. I'm assuming they left. A lot of people, I think, left after the deposition came out with our case, our court case, where she started doing name dropping, where she was name dropping her mama Tammy and other people. And I think at that point, people were like, "Oh wait, Ashley Chauvin's willing to throw us under the bus, even when we didn't. Like, we were just trying to help her." And Ashley, and that's the thing. Like, in my opinion, Ashley Chauvin is the type of person that will throw her child, her wife, her mama, her daddy, her sister under the bus just to stay afloat. She would rather send you guys to jail or to take the charges than for her to, she kick back, spitting in that Mississippi Queen chair. But, what's up? How you doing? Nah, Nancy, she still got a great heart. She ain't let that break her. Look, she lucked up. We have built a amazing community around, and she had a great amount of people that have been there, and I've met Nancy personally, and amazing soul. Yeah, we love Nancy. We teaching Nancy, hey, keep that bank closed. What's up, Monica? How you doing? Shed's already old. Absolutely. But that's my talking point tonight. Oh, I still think that Beth McMillan's vinyl is a mean person. I still wouldn't buy I still wouldn't buy from them. I'm gonna have to start drinking some damn hot tea. My throat has that. I said not not before my freaking birthday. Am I gonna catch some whatever? Oh, yeah, lemon ginger tea. I need to go get some. I've had this junk in my this dry spot in my throat that just gives you that little bit of a tickle. It'd be alright though. Take some vitamin C, some echinacea. Is that what it's called? No, elderberry, echinacea. I don't need no Z-Pack. I don't need an antibiotic. I don't think I have anything infectious. I just think it's the weather change going like cold now. I'll just have to clear my throat. Zinc. Yeah, that's right. I got the vitamin C with zinc. I'll take that. She said, mark my words, you better shut up. Don't put that voodoo on me. Vitamin C. Oh, I need some freaking something to get this junk to stop. Z-Packs work for me. But I'm allergic to amoxicillin, penicillin, Levaquin. Like medicines, certain medicines just don't work for me. Rocephin. Yeah, I don't feel bad. I just have this cough and sneezing. So, like, I don't feel bad at all. I don't have any of the whatever. I've just been sneezing and having this, ugh. But even my throat, it doesn't hurt. It just has that, like, tickle. That little tickle. Hey, what up, Nana? What up? I ain't seen you in a minute. Good gosh. You're allergic to them? Yeah. I can take a Z-Pack. I get nervous when they give me anything but a Z-Pack. But I don't have to take antibiotics, like, very, very rarely. Like, I don't really get infectious sick where I need, like, an antibiotic or anything. I'll get, like, viral type of cold, stuff like that. But nothing I usually need an antibiotic for. But I'd be like, can we do a Z-Pack? And I'd be like, well, Z-Packs aren't really for... I'd be like, well, I mean, they are, actually. Can we just do a Z-Pack? Because they'll be trying to put me on something else. And look, I have medicine anxiety. I don't do good with shit like that. I won't take my medicine if the manufacturer is different because the coding looks different to me. So, I try my hardest not to get sick because I don't do good with medicines. Like when I had COVID, they gave me that, what was it called? Paxlovid. That joint's still sitting up in the cabinet. I said, I ain't taking that. This is a virus. I'm not taking it. My grandma took it. She said, my mouth tastes like metal. I said, you have it. I ain't taking it. I recommend it for people. I think it probably does work. I mean, it's proven to work. I'm scared of medicine. Medicine scares me. Oh, yeah, certain fillers. I mean, my grandma took it, and it definitely worked for her. Like, I was worried, but she had a lot of complications already, so, I mean, it works for some people, but I think it's kind of like Tamiflu, make you a day or so, feel better a day or so earlier, maybe. But it's a virus, so main thing, stay hydrated. You know. Is she feeling better? She is feeling better. They sent her to a urologist. They got her all worked up. What scares you more, medicine or surgery? Probably surgery, because I have to take medicine for surgery. They have to give me medicine to put me out. That scares me. But no, she's feeling better. But they sent her to a urologist, and the urologist is like, it's one of three things: it's kidney stones, it's kidney disease, or it's kidney cancer. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, did they do any testing? And she was like, no, they didn't. And I was like, what the fuck? Why would they tell you it's one of these three things? The logical answer, logically, and I don't know if that's really what my grandmother could have missed some things, and that's what she gathered. I was not at her appointment. This is what she's told me, and I'm like, Grandma, that doesn't even make sense to me. I was like, listen, if it was kidney stones, you know, you should be complaining of pain in the kidneys, you know. You haven't been complaining of those, you know, except for when she was septic, and that was literally right when she had a blood infection. And instantly cleared up as soon as they put antibiotics on her, you know, IV antibiotics in her. So she's like, well, I would much rather it be kidney stones. And I was like, I would much rather it be that it was a urinary tract infection that unfortunately didn't get covered with the first round of antibiotics, and now it is. And let's not want anything else to be wrong. You know, hopefully it's none of those things. I don't know where they would get that. I do know that her creatinine level has been elevated the past year now, like up and down, but not drastically elevated. I mean, it is like, it has, I think the highest it went up to was 2.1. But it's back down. I don't know if any of y'all know about what that is, but I would just think that if it was kidney cancer or kidney disease, like, the levels would be higher. It just makes more sense of a UTI. I don't know. That annoyed me. So she's supposed to be getting a CAT scan done on Monday. So have they seen? They did a They did a I don't know if they I don't think they've seen any. She had protein, blood, no nitrates, white blood cells like leukocytes. I didn't. The culture came back as E. coli. I mean, it only makes sense. I'm in stage 3. Can you do what? Yeah, she's doing a CAT scan on Monday. What you're explaining right now, the leukocytes and white blood cells. Back to it. Well, that's what I'm telling her. To me, it makes more sense that she had a UTI, which she did a month ago. She was treated with antibiotics. I don't think that she went back for a follow-up. I don't think she went back for a follow-up to do a follow-up for the UTI to see if it ever cleared up. So she went, and I don't think it fully cleared up. So she went 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden she went white and, you know, started shaking and all of this. So we rushed her to the hospital. That's when they test for the blood infection. So it makes logical sense to me that it started off from a UTI. After this blood infection, after she got out of the hospital and did her IV antibiotic treatments, she went back 10 days later to her primary care did a urine culture. It came back that she still had an infection. Thank you for your order. They put her back on another round of antibiotics. When she went back recently, when she just finished the antibiotics, it came back clear. Where do you get kidney stones, kidney disease, or kidney cancer? My logical brain is saying, I think you had a UTI, you're 73 years old. Unfortunately, it happens more often. But, you know, I had sepsis because of a UTI that didn't clear up after meds. Was in the hospital for a week. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I tell her. I mean, I worked internal medicine, and we watched it happen often. Where our patients, it happens so quickly because you don't get the same symptoms. Elderly, like when you're a little bit older, you don't have the same symptoms. You don't get those burning sensations and those pains, and it doesn't feel the same. And so a lot of times it gets too far gone, and then that's when you end up with a blood infection, which is sepsis. How old? My grandmother's 73. Oh, yeah. UTIs, oh my gosh, man. Untreated, can take your life easily. Very, very, very easily. Sepsis sets in super quick if you don't get it taken care of. But an elderly, like, the confusion happens, and yeah, when the confusion happens, like some of them, they just stop, they don't know how to speak, they can only say their name, like, they're completely delirious. I told Grandma, I said, you're so lucky, you're so freaking lucky that we caught it in time, like, so lucky. Sepsis is scary. Because I mean, like she said, she was like, Jennifer, I didn't have any pain. She said, and then all of a sudden, I felt so weird. And luckily, Charity, my aunt, was there, and she was just like, she just turned white. And Grandma looked at her, and she was like, I think I need to go home. And by the time she got her home, she just started spiking fever, shaking uncontrollably, throwing up. Like, just, it was crazy. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, is I don't understand why. I wonder if that's what she really, I should have went to the doctor with her. 5 times in 1 year. Found out I had a bone infection. Holy sheesh, Michelle. Oh my gosh. That is. Damn. Yeah. I worked oncology for a while too, so we dealt with a lot of patients that went into sepsis. So when you're on chemo, your white blood cell count just goes down so fast, and it's hard to fight off anything. Could you check her bite chart? That's what I need to do. I need to go into her my chart. I looked at all of her stuff when she got out of the hospital. All of her labs were good. Besides, like I said, her creatinine level was up a little bit. It wasn't overly concerning that I felt. But pretty much all her other labs were all in order, She was in the hospital for 4 or 5 days. She came home because she was being a butt and wanted to come home, so they let her come home, and we were able to administer her IV antibiotics from the house for the last, 3 or 4 days. She's type 2 diabetic, but A1C is 5.1. Used to be 13. She had a high A1C, but got on her Trulicity and now Ozempic, and A1C has been amazing. So is her sugar, so. But see, that's what I talk about. Our conversations just go from one extreme to the next. It just goes all over the damn place. make sure you check the creatinine. Oh, yeah. Before. Yeah, they will. They seen it. They saw that it was. I think they took blood when she was up there. Well, don't they have to do it within a certain amount of days, though, don't they? Or they have to do it without contrast? They test the creatinine the same day? They have a CMP machine that, I guess, yeah, they could run it quick. Yeah, she didn't tell me if it was with or without contrast, so I'll give her a call tomorrow and go over some more stuff with her. Oh my God, Tammy. Oh no, it'll be a while for that. Like, once you send off the ancestry thing, it's like what, I think 6 to 8 weeks or something before you get anything back. So it'll be a while before we get anything back on that. Got that freaking tickle. Well, I guess I'm gonna be done tonight. Y'all got any questions or anything? Anything else? I got this damn tickle. I might go get some hot water. No. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. We went to the barbecue joint. That was some bomb barbecue, too. She gonna play Fortnite. And I'm not. I don't feel like playing Fortnite. I started today, so.
Of course.
TMI. My belly hurts. I got this tickle in my throat. I can't quit coughing.
No, I came in here to bother her. You what?
I got this tickle in my throat and I can't quit coughing.
Rye allergies.
Rye?
That's the only thing I could think of.
I was like, what?
Maybe rye is.
Drink some. Do we have any lemon ginger tea?
Probably.
I think we might. I might make me some lemon ginger tea. Alright, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Don't get scammed by scammers. They all suck. And tomorrow's Friday, so I will see y'all for Friday Night Fillings and continue letting y'all know all of my fillings.
Bye, guys.
It was only a matter of time, Queen. Alright, good night, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.